All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. That's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, by Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahushai being the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And I'm going to go into this. I'm going to do this fair use real quick because, Esau has been on a fucking tirade when it comes to putting those on me, copyright strikes. This is a copyright disclaimer under Title 17 of the USC, Section 107. Allowance is made for fair use for the purpose of such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So let's get into this. I'm going to play this quick part from the Elder Apostle Tahar's video. Is what is all sparked off of, and I'm tying in the other videos that the Elder mentioned. These videos came into my mind as well, so Lord, will this all be edifying because, Jake, there's a scripture. Let me actually grab it real quick. This is Psalm 17 and 11. It says, "They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bound to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places." And that's what you're seeing. Arise, O Yahweh, disappointment, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to happen. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which have men which are thy hand. Because at the end of the day, when these devils roll on and start killing niggas, just like how Jake tried to complain, where was God at in slavery? You telling me God was with that? Yes, he was. And in this time, he using Esau like he always has, and other nations like he always has, to whoop your ass. O Yahweh, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly is thou fillest with thy hid treasures, they are full of children and leave their substance to their babes. And that's these Edomites, man. Full of kids, and all their substance goes to their inheritances on top of inheritances. These kids don't even have to sit here and work for shit. That's why Esau's so damn lazy. I don't know if I even got this. Let me read this again, man. They have now compassed, Psalm 17 and 11, it says, "They have now compassed our steps. They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth, like as a greedy lion, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places." So at the end of the day, what you're about to see when I play these videos, one from Apostle Tahar, another some snippets from these last speeches. This is war talk. When they made this the Department of War, we told Jake through the Spirit that the war is going to be on you. And the elders and apostles have been saying it for years that you, Jake, are the main target.
Glory to the mass majority of the planet Earth, then everything going to move quick. The missiles going to come quick. The ships are going to come quick. Yahushua going to come quick. As Yahushua said, I beheld Satan fall as lightning out of heaven. That's how they're going to go down. No place found in heaven for them.
And I said, don't talk about it much, but I think you have to. Our firemen are incredible. They're up in one of these ladders that goes way up to the sky.
Now listen to what Trump has to say next.
Rescuing people, and you have animals shooting at them.
I don't know how true that is. I don't know if those are agent provocateurs. So he's saying that these are mad people. You got firemen on the ladder trying to save somebody out of a burning house, and they're shooting at them. I don't know how true that is. I don't know the backstory of it. But we did read in the, let me come back to this. Give me a second. I'll do it this way. Okay. Tacitus tone. Tacitus expressed no sympathy for Christians, Israelites, which means he wasn't an Israelite, calling their beliefs hatred of the human race. They're a hate group. However, he also criticized the cruelty of the persecution, suggesting that public opinion began to pity the victims, seeing them as scapegoats rather than criminals. Crime happens, oh, blame it on the Christians. Rome got burnt down, oh, blame it on the Christians. You know, when somebody commits a murder and they take the guy in, he's just said that you hate him. You don't know that this motherfucker did it. They could have set this man up. Let's come on back. I'm gonna bring it back a bit.
I said, don't talk about it much, but I think you have to. Our firemen are incredible. They're up in one of these ladders that goes way up to the sky.
Now listen to what Trump has to say next.
Rescuing people, and you have animals.
He's talking about Jake in the hood. He's calling them animals. That's how he feels about them, animals.
Shooting at them.
I don't know how true that is. You know, could be, maybe, may not. Could be agent provocateurs.
Shooting bullets at firemen that are way up in death territory. You fall off that ladder, it's over.
Trump has said that these firefighters will be engaging in war just like the law enforcement.
So they're going to arm firemen.
Citizens, this is Larry Ellison. He says that citizens of the USA under the new tyranny that is going to come in with artificial intelligence will be on their best behavior. This is Oracle's co-founder.
You see? So Jake, you as a target. He calling you animals. He telling you, making up these stories. I don't believe that's true. I ain't never seen a nigga shoot at no fireman. But at the end of the day, what you seeing is the fields being set for you to get absolutely fucking destroyed, man. I'm gonna play this one from Hissick or whatever his last name is.
Should our enemies choose foolishly to challenge us, they will be crushed by the violence, precision, and ferocity of the War Department.
You see? So if you're an enemy, he's saying you niggas in the hood are animals, you the enemy. And if you come up against him, he said you're gonna be crushed by the violence of the ferocity. What does the scripture say? It says, the pride of his heart. These devils is lifted up. They ready. Listen to some more.
In other words, to our enemies, F-A-F-O. If necessary, our troops can translate that for you. Another way to put it is peace through strength.
Peace through strength. And they're saying that you're the ones that they got to get under control. Now, listen to this.
Oh, Pete, we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard, but military. Because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city with an incompetent governor, stupid governor.
See? Use some of these cities as a training ground. And they're telling you that they're going to use their might, right? When you go back to this video right here,
should our enemies,
said their ethos is going to be peace through might.
Another way to put it is peace through strength. Brought to you by the warrior ethos.
The warrior ethos. This is what they're saying. You go to that word ethos. Ethos refers to a guiding belief, to the guiding beliefs or fundamental character of a person, group, culture, or institution. And in rhetoric, it is the appeal to the audience's sense of trust in the speaker's credibility, character. It involves establishing authority, expertise, and trustworthiness to persuade the audience. So they're saying that they're going to follow a warrior's ethos, meaning peace through strength, peace through might. Well, Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter said what? Let's get that real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. It says, let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. That's that peace through might. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. And they know that Jake is not for these devils' turn, especially the elect of us. Lord, will I be able to of that number? And he is clean, contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending of the law and objected to our infamy. This is why every time these devils talk, right, and they try to act like they so well, they built up everything by themselves. It was the white man that built everything. Nah, these devils stole, put niggas into slavery, murdered them indiscriminately, made laws and science to back them in a false way to sit here and make them sound like they were superior. Well, if they were superior, you wouldn't have even needed Jake. Objecting to our infamy, the transgression of our education, he professed to have the knowledge of the Most High and calleth himself the child of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And who's doing that? The Israelites. We claim that title that we are the children of the Lord, not you other nations, not them small hats in the land of Israel, not you Edomites here in America and abroad. Nah, Jake, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the confusion of face that look like the other nations, but their bloodline, according to their fathers, go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what it is. But you just heard a lot in a little bit of time, and these devils are making Jake as the target. Now, Trump said something else. I wonder if one of these speeches got it in it. Let me see. Because I heard him say it.
Oh, Pete.
Because Trump said, for God's sakes, General just betrayed Trump. No. Trump said, for God's sake, we're infiltrated by enemies. Right? What do you think that's going to spell out? If you're infiltrated by enemies, is it this video? Let me see.
Donald Trump revealed today, speaking to generals, that he signed an executive order for a quick reaction force to send the military into American cities. Trump said that there's an enemy within, referring to other Americans, and then said he wants to use our cities as a kind of proving ground to give the U.S. military practice so that when they go abroad, they've already got experience, what, shooting Americans? Watch this.
Last month I signed an executive order to provide training for a quick reaction force that can help quell civil disturbances. And this is going to be a big thing for the people in this room because it's the enemy from within, and we have to handle it before it gets out of control.
Next clip shows Trump talking about using our cities as a training ground for the U.S. military.
Very important mission, and I told Pete we should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard, but military. Because we're going into Chicago very soon. That's a big city with an incompetent governor, stupid, stupid. They threw him out of his family business. He was so stupid. I know the family.
Next, Trump says he's going to use the generals to declare war on democratic cities.
The ones that are run by the radical left Democrats, what they've done to San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they're very unsafe places, and we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within.
One thing we've learned with...
It's a war from within.
One by one.
And he just said, it's all these cities where you Jake is. So the scripture's about to speak loud as hell, man. This is Revelation 12. Let's get that real quick. Revelation 12. Gonna hit that brother up in a minute. Revelation 12:12, it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe, meaning destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, and who is the devil? Who operates in the capacity of a deceiver, of an adversary to the Israelites? You Edomites. It says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And these devils are looking, and they know the prophecy just like us. It says that they are wiser than Daniel. right? It says that when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, this is what these devils are saying. They're saying that they're fallen. He persecuted the woman which brought forth a man child. And that first happened through Yahushai, right? When he was born, you had what's that nigga's names? Herod tried to with the three wise men that brought the gifts to Yahushai, tried to infiltrate, get to Yahushai and kill him. Well, and now in these last days, they doing the same thing, but with the men that are on this earth, that have this truth, that have the understanding. They going to come after the whole nation. These devils are about to be indiscriminate, and this is about to be the time of Jacob's trouble. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7, and bro's going to have to go through Jacob's trouble. See, Christians try to make you think that oh, because you're righteous, you don't got to go through anything. Nah, the truth is, we going to all have to sit here and go through that straight gate, that time of difficulty, right? Bro's got family, kids, all that shit. Hey, man, have the faith for yourself, because if your kids, your family, your woman, all that, if they don't sit here and stay strong and true to it, well, they going to get destroyed. But you better damn well keep your faith and your integrity to the Lord. This is Jeremiah 30 and 5. It says, for thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child, meaning, does a man suffer as a woman does with birth pains? No. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces turn to paleness, meaning just straight out agony and pain, like a woman that is about to give birth. Verse 7, it says, alas, right? For the day is great. For that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, right? So this is when all hell starts hitting. This is when shit starts hitting the fan for Jake. The message is going out long enough. You have many times where bros made many of videos to rebuke Jake, get you in the right mindset to go in the right way. And a lot of Jake, they just pissed on it. They mistreated bros, talk shit, made fun. But all the while, when this stuff starts hitting off, then you got Jake popping up everywhere, and they know, we see that they've been listening, right? But he shall be saved out of it, and the ones that are gonna be saved out are the elect. You run of the mill niggas out here that ain't doing nothing but fucking and eating. It ain't gonna change nothing for you. This is Proverbs 28. And 15, it says, as a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is a wicked ruler over the poor people. And that's what you about to see. This nigga gonna be as a roaring lion and a raging bear over the poor people. And the poor is you, Jake. He about to start just gonna start dismantling Jake in these streets. This is, I gotta get the second Ezra, so I'm gonna end it on that. I didn't want to make it too long. Second Ezra, let me actually put it in. Second Ezra 16 and I started 68. It says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right? Then he talk about we're going to come down with the ferocity of violence. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. Jake going to get carted off into those concentration camps that they're using for the migrants. Well, they going to start doing that to niggas in the inner cities. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh. And they're not talking about going through these cities and getting these Chinese immigrants, these Arab immigrants. They're not talking about them. They talking about going against Negroes, Hispanics, right? They even sending troops into the reservations and fucking with Gad, the Native Americans. All right? A great insurrection, a violent uprising upon those that fear the Lord. And the only ones that fear the Lord are the Israelites. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. For they shall waste to take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. And this is what's getting ready to happen. They just detailed it all. Shalom.